ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ओम। सुमुखश्च एकदन्तश्च कपिलो गजकर्णकः लंबोदरश्च विकटो विघ्नराजो विनायकः धूमकेतुर्गणाध्यक्षः फालचन्द्रो गजाननः वक्रतुण्डः शूर्पकर्णो हेरम्बः स्कन्दपूर्वजः शुक्लाम्बरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये। यस्य विरजवक्त्राद्याः पारिषद्याः परस्सतं विघ्नं विघ्नन्ति सततं विश्वक्सेनं तमाश्रये। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। सच्चिदानन्दरूपाय कृष्णाय अक्लिष्टकारिणे नमो वेदान्तवेद्याय गुरवे बुद्धिसाक्षिणे कृष्णद्वैपायनं व्यासं सर्वभूतहिते रतं वेदाब्जभास्करं वन्दे समाधिनिलयं मुनिं जन्माद्यस्य यतः अन्वयात् इतरतश्च अर्थेषु अभिघ्नः स्वराट् तेने ब्रह्महृदायः आदिकवये मुह्यन्ति यत् सूरयः तेजोवारिमृदां यथा विनिमयो यद्रुतसर्गो वृषा धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि दर्भः प्रोचितकैतवोऽत्र परमो निर्मत्सराणां सतां वेद्यं वास्तवम् अत्र वस्तु शिवदं तापत्रयोन्मूलनम् श्रीमद्भागवते महामुनिकृते किं वा परैरीश्वरः सद्यो हृदि अवरुध्यतेः अत्र कृतिभिः शुश्रूषिभिः तत्क्षणात् निगमकल्पतरोर्गलितं फलं सुखमुखात् अमृतद्रवसंयुतं पिबत भागवतं रसमालयं मुहुरहो रसिकाः भुवि भावुकाः यं प्रव्रजन्तम् अनुपेतम् अपेतकृत्यं द्वैपायनो विरह कातर आजुहाव पुत्रेति तन्मयतया तरवः अभिनेदुः तं सर्वभूतहृदयं मुनिमानतोऽस्मि। यः स्वानुभावम् अखिलश्रुतिसारम् एकम् अध्यात्मदीपम् अतितितीर्षतां तमोन्धम। अपेतकृत्यं द्वैपायनो विरह कातर आजुहाव पुत्रेति तन्मयतया तरवः अभिनेदुः तं सर्वभूतहृदयं मुनिमानतोऽस्मि। यः स्वानुभावम् अखिलश्रुतिसारम् एकम् अध्यात्मदीपम् अतितितीर्षतां तमोन्धम संसारिणां करुणयाः पुराणगुह्यं तं व्याससूनुमुपयामि गुरुं मुनीनां नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयम् उदीरयेत्। Now with Bhagavan's grace, we completed Adhyayam 3 in Skandam number 4 in our last session. We saw the discussion between Uma and Rudra. Uma said, I want to visit. My father is conducting a very famous, a very exalted yagam. All my sisters will be there, and my mother, and my sisters who are equal in every respect to their husbands, who are all Saptarishis and yogis and all that, rishis, equal in every respect to them, they will be there. And my mother is very sad, because she has not seen me for a very long time. Remember, for a very long time, because of the enmity that Daksha had towards Shiva, that had been going on. There been no contact. So my mother obviously is very sad. She has not seen her daughter. So she'll be there. I can see my mother. I can see my sisters and all that. Plus, the yagam is extremely supreme one. It's one of the very highly exalted yagam that he is performing. And we will go there and receive, when the offerings of the yagam are given, I'd like to receive it along with you. So please permit me to go. And Shiva then advises against her, said the words spoken by, and she says, among friends and relatives and all that, you should not mind the words that were spoken by my father, even though he was cruel to you. And Shiva replies, saying, yes, that is true. What you say is true, but when the person is looking at you with a crooked mind, the words that you spoke are extremely painful, even hurtful, very difficult. But okay, let us leave that aside. But if the person has got a crooked mind and cruel mind and looks at you with a durmanas, and, if you go there, he's not going to respect you at all. So at that place, better not to go. And if you disregard my advice, and if you still go, then you might even face your death. Because he says you will not be respected because you are married to me. So in Tamil, Navyar says, Madhyadar Vasal Midiyade. Madhyadar Vasal Midiyade. That means people who don't have regard for you, who don't respect you, don't visit their house. That's a basic rule. And that's up to that point we came. Okay? If you disregard and go, even you might face your death. And he also warns her. He's not going to receive you. He's not going to respect you. He's not going to welcome you because you are married to me. He says that very clearly. Up to that point we came. Now we'll take up adhyayam number 4, slokam number 1. In this adhyayam, we're going to see how Sati Devi takes her own life. Okay, how the end of Sati Devi, that she leaves her body. Atha Chaturthodhyayah Maitreya Uvacha. Maitreya said, Yetavat uktva virarama sankarah patni anganasam hi ubhayatra chintayan suhrut idrukshuhu parisankita bhavan nishkamati nirvasati dvit asasa. Yetavat uktva virarama sankarah patniyanganasam hi ubhayatra chintayan suhrut idrukshuhu parisankita bhavan nishkamati nirvisati dvid asasa. Shankaraha yetavat uktva ubhayatra patniyanganasam chintayan virarama. Shankaraha yetavat uktva ubhayatra patni anganasam chintayan virarama. So that's putting it in English for you. Let me see if I can take one padam at a time. Now, what is the mental state of Sati Devi? Her husband, on one hand, says, no, don't go. It is not wise for you to do that. The husband is not saying, don't go to visit your parents and all that. He's not saying that. He says, don't go there because it is not good for you. Right? It's a big difference of why he is saying do not go. Now, on the other hand, she is very much wanting to go, very anxious to see her sisters and to see her mother and all that. So the Ubhayatra is very important. In either way, she is anxious, mind is unsettled. On one hand, she doesn't want to disobey her husband also. It's an extremely confused, unsettled, agitated mind, if you can picture it that way. Okay? So let us continue now. Shankaraha yetavat uktva. Shankaraha, Sivaperuman, Rudra, yetavat, in this manner, uktva, having spoken in this manner, Ubhayatra Patni Anganasam. Ubhayatra in both cases. Okay, and whatever, because he can see the dichotomy that Sati Devi was facing. So Ubhayatra Patni Anganasam Chintayanne, thinking about the fact that his Patni Sati Devi Anganasam is going to leave the body, the end of that body. Chintayanne, thinking like this, okay, reflecting on that, Virarama, he stopped speaking. He spoke no more. Having spoken thus, and understanding and thinking that either way, my Patni is going to, she is going to leave the body, so he stopped. Suvrut idrukshuhu, desirous of seeing her relatives. Nishkramati, so she began, because she is very interested. So she started to go. Nishkramati, she started to go, but Bhavan Parisankita, okay, Bhavan in Sivabharavan, Parisankita. At the same time, she didn't want to go against the wishes of her husband. So, Parisankita means it is not out of fear or anything. She is not afraid, but she is respectful. Remember when each one of us wants to do, our conscience speaks, don't do this way, right? That is Parisankita. It is respecting the inner call. Okay, that's very important. Okay, it is not a fear of dharma. It is the call that says follow, which you are disobeying. So that feeling she has, Parisankita. The Nishkramati, she started to see Sugrut Idrukshuhu, desirous to see her relatives. But Bhavan Parisankita, because of this dharmic call from within, not to disregard, disobey her husband's advice. Nirvesati, so she came back again. On one hand, she leaves to see the relatives. On the other hand, being pulled by the call of dharma and the fact that husband's words spoken by her wife are correct. They make sense. So she comes back. So, Nirvesati, so she came back into the house like this. Sa Dvit Asa, Dvid, Sa, that lady, Sati Devi, Dvit, in both ways, Asa, she was. Okay? She lived like this. She was like, experienced this two stages, to go or not to go. Yetavat Uktva Virarama Shankaraha Patni Anganasam hi Ubhayatra Chintayan Sugrut Idrukshuhu Parisankita Bhavan Nishkramati Nirvasati Vid Asa. Nishkramati Nirvasati Vid Asa. Sa means she. Sloka number 2 in Adhyayam 4. Sugrut idruksha pratighat durmanaha snehat rudati astru kalati vikfala bhavam bhavani aprati purusham rusha pradakshayativa aikshata jatave patuhu. Sugrut idruksha pratighat durmanaha snehat rudati astru kalati vikfala bhavam bhavani aprati purusham rusha pradyakshativa aikshata jata vepatuhu. Now, Sugrut idruksha, it is desirous, pulled by the desire to see her relatives. Pratighata durmanaha, as a reflection of the desire to see her relatives. Pratigata durmanaha, with an agitated, confused mind. Durmanaha does not mean bad buddhi here. It means agitated, confused mind as a result, as a reaction to her desire to see her relatives. Pratigataha durmanaha. Snehat rudati, because she was loving her sisters and mother, and that desire out of love very much wanting to see them, and mind is agitated because Rudati, she is crying. She wants to see Rudati. And because she is crying in what way? Asrikalati Vikvala. Her eyes are pouring out tears. And because of that, mind is confused. The face is confused. Everything is disarray. Okay? And because of that way. And then, Jata Vepatuhu, she's also shaking in sorrow and confusion, in agitation, mental agitation, doesn't know what to do. So Jata Vepatuhu, shaking all over and crying. Then what did she do? Doing this way, Bhavani, that Dakshayani, that Devi, Daksha's daughter, Sati Devi, Ati Purusham, the Purushottama Purushan, Bhagavan says in Bhagavad Gita, that the Ati Purusham, beyond all the Purusha, without equal, unparalleled, unrivaled, unequaled, okay, Apratipurusham, unequal, unparalleled, okay, exalted, Bhavam, the Sivaperuman, Rudranai, Sivaperumanai, okay, Bhavam, that the Rudra is unparalleled, unequaled. At him, to him, Rusha, with tremendous anger, Pratyakshativa, as if to burn him, with her anger. Aikshata, she looked at him. She looked at him with confused mind, agitated mind, wanting to see her relatives, and because of that, even more and more sadness. She cries, I want to go. The whole body is shaking. Then she looks at her husband, who's unparalleled and unequaled. She looks at him as if to burn him with tremendous anger. She looks at him. Then number 3. Tato vinisvasya sati vihaya tam sokena roshena cha dhuyata hruda pitroho agat straina vibudadhihi gruhan premna atmanah yaha ardham adat satam priyaha. Tato vinisvasya sati vihaya tam sokena roshena cha dhuyata hruda pitroho agat straina vibudadhihi gruhan Premna Atmanaha Yaha Ardham Adat Satam Priyaha. Satam Priyaha means one who is loved by sadhus. Okay, and that person Yaha who Premna Ardham Atmanaha Adat, with out of love to her, gave her half of his own body. That is Sivaperuman, who is loved by everyone, actually gave her half his body. Now, this is not a one-way street. In marriage, in reality, the husband gives half the body to the wife and the wife gives half her body to the husband. The meaning here is not just the physical body, but the mental body. That is what Ardhangi means. If both are equal, we are talking about equality in modern terms. That is actually, when you investigate it, it doesn't lead to anywhere. But here it is one of complementary. Okay, Ardhangi means, see, the left side of your body is not exactly the same as the right side, if you really look at it, right? Even our left foot is not the same as right foot. Even our left hand is not the same length as the right hand. For everybody, everything is unique in Bhagavan's creation. There is no duplication at all. But everything is complementary. Everything is harmoniously fitting together, as if in a beautiful puzzle. So here, in marriage, what really happens is that the man and the wife, it is much, much more than a physical union. It is a harmonious, mental, spiritual, psychological, literally union, becoming one. The puzzles fit together. That's how beautifully Bhagavan has created us. Okay? So, both ways it happens. So here, out of his love, he gave her half his body. Yaha, satam priyaha yaha, Atmanaha Premna Ardham Adat. Okay, remember that sentence. Now we'll take the meanings here in 4.3. Okay, So then tato means tataha, after that she looked at her husband angrily. Straina vimudha dihi. Straina vimudha dihi. Vimudha, confused. Dihi, buddhi. When buddhi is confused, it is not clear, then as Bhagavan says in Bhagavad Gita, you basically lose. You end up nasam. Basically, you get destroyed. Destroyed means what? You don't achieve your objectives. Okay? Pranasyati is the word he uses in Bhagavad Gita. So, because vimudadihi, that is why Shankara Bhagavad Badal says, you must, Buddha, we say, we don't use our buddhi. That is why we have Gayatri Mantram. Because please strengthen me, nourish me, sharpen my buddhi. Okay? When everybody's buddhi is properly cultivated, there will be no problem in the world. Simple. Okay? So the naha, that we always naha prachodayat, the naha prachodayat, that buddhi we have, that's a prayer we have. So buddhi is very important. But when that gets confused, when it gets agitated, there's no clarity, what will be the result? Only destruction. So straina vimudadihi. Now this is very important. You have to understand this very clearly and very carefully. If you analyze it, there is a weakness that comes because the weakness is always coming out of a desire. Any desire causes weakness, right? And the straina vimudadihi means vimudadihi, the confused mind. That is what is known as, or due to the Stri Swabhavam. Stri Swabhavam can be understood in two ways. One, and you can also investigate it further. These are all padangal used by Vyasa Bhagavan, who himself is an avatar Purushan of Sriman Narayana. So pay proper respect, the clarity will come. And everything we should understand very clearly, not from today's modern point of view or limited point of view. We have to de-educate and go back and look at what Bhagavan is saying. There are two things. Stri means dependent. Fundamental aspect of the Stri Swabhavam is dependency on something that is independent by itself. Please remember that. So when I lose my dependency, I get confused and not choose to depend on that Purushan, that constant Bhagavan. Obviously you become weak. And I lose my dependency on him. I forget to depend on him because of the weakness caused by my desire. In this case, it is selfishness, right? And desire. Because that's straina vimudadihi. You can look at it that way. And the same aspect, when it is exhibited by whether a person in a female gender or a male gender, it doesn't matter, that is straina vimudadihi only. Another aspect of the word is that in any family, any society, and even Adi Shankara Bhagavad also says, if you don't want to know what dharma is, dharma cannot be defined, but you really want to know what it is, and go and look at the women working on the field. They will tell you, the rural folks. Women, he says, not men. Because in any family unit, it is the woman, the mother, who is the linchpin. Okay, the mother is the one who shows the way, what is dharma, what should be done, what should not be done. So tremendous strength, tremendous determination. These are all that part of the qualities. At the same time, again, if you analyze, generally the problems are created by women in the world, if you really look at it. And also, interestingly, the problems are also solved by women. This is the beauty of the Stri Swabhavam. And when that gets confused, loses its way, that is what straina vimudadihi. Sati, that Dakshayani, Sokena Roshena, through sadness, Sokam, through sadness, because she wanted to go and she cannot, and Roshena, through anger, because she's being prevented, she's being asked not to go, the anger comes, because anger comes when your desire is not fulfilled. So due to both Sokam and anger and Rosham, Duyata Hruda, confused mind, Duyata, confused, agitated, okay, and unclear. So Satam Priyaha Yaha, did I explain? Satam Priyaha, one who is loved by all the sadhukar, Yaha who, Premna Atmanaha Ardham Adat, out of love, compassion, gave half of his body, Tam Bhavam, that Sivabhagavan, that Rudranai, Vihaya, leaving him, Vihaya, Tam Bhavam, leaving that Sivabhagavan, Vinisvasya, breathing fast and breathing harshly. You know how when we are agitated, how we breathe very fast, right? That is Vinisvasya, breathing like that, agitated manner. Pitroho Gruhan, to her parents' house, Agat, she went. Leaving her husband behind, leaving the Sivabhagavan who is loved by all the sadhukar, because her mind is confused, and it is confused because Straina Vimudha Diyaha, confused because as a reaction to her desire not being fulfilled, became confused and agitated, became sad and angry, and with that mindset left her Rudra behind and went to her parents' house. Number 4. Tam Anvagachan Druta Vikramam Satim Ekam Trinetra Anucharaha Sagasrasaha Samarsha Dayaksha Manimandadayaha Puro Vrushendraha Tarasa Gatavyataha. Tam Anvagachan Druta Vikramam Satim Ekam Trinetra Anucharaha Sagasrasaha Saparsha Dayaksha Manimandadayaha Puro Vrushendraha Tarasa Gatavyataha. Now, Ekam Dhruta Vikramam Tam Satim. Ekam Dhruta Vikramam Tam Satim. Dhruta Vikramam, going very fast. Ekam, alone. Tam Satim, that Dakshayani Devi. Okay, that Dakshayani, that Sati. Trinetra Anucharaha, Trinetra, Sivabhagavan, Anucharaha, his followers. Followers, not just physical followers, completely in tune with him. Even before Bhagavan gives a command, they go and fulfill it. That's how much in harmony, in congruence, in the same wavelength. Okay, that Anucharaha, that Trinetra Anucharaha, that Bhagavan's followers. Okay, Saparshata Yakshaha. Saparshata, those, there is a group of army that we call a Kshatriya, they also protect. Yakshaha, various Yakshas, they're all there, all the followers of Sivabhagavan, along with all the groups of Yakshaha. And here, the Puro Vrushendraha Gatavyataha Sagasradaha Manimandadayaha. Now, this Yakshaha, the chief of the Yakshas, the group is Maniman and Mada. So all the Adayaha, all those various leaders, groups of leaders, Puro Vrushendraha, Puraha means in front. Vrushendraha, the keeping the Nandi Bhagavan in front. Gatavyataha, without any fear. They are fearless. Now, the Gatavyataha, you can put it along with Sati also. Sati Devi is running, going very fast after leaving Sivabhagavan. Absolutely fearless, like driven, like sometimes, we get pulled like this, driven without caring for anything, the careless, almost like a foolhardy attitude. And Gatavyataha, you can take it. Or, if you put the Gatavyataha to these various followers, they are fearless. Absolutely fearless, because they are Anucharaha, Trinetraha, Anucharaha. They are followers of Sivabhagavan. So what is there to fear? Nothing. So they keep Nandi Bhagavan in front. Thousands of them, Sagasrataha, Maniman, Manimat, Mada Adayaha, the various Yaksha leaders like Maniman and Mada and all that. Tarasa, Anvagachan, Tarasa, very fast, Anvagachan, they were following her. That's a theme. So thousands of followers of Sivaperuman, fearless, and with Nandi Bhagavan in front, and Yaksha leaders like Maniman and Mada and all that, they were following the Sati Devi, who's walking very fast all alone. They were following her very fast. Tarasa Anvagachan, very quickly they followed her. They didn't let her go alone. Number 5. Now when they went, Tam Sarika Kanduka Darpana Ambuja Svetata Patra Vyajana Sragadibihi Gitayanehi Dundubihi Sanka Venubihi Vrushendram Aropya Vitankita Yayuhu. Let me read it a bit slowly. Okay, I thought I read it too fast. And these are all very easy to, the meanings are very different. Words describing different things, so we can cover this quite fast. Tam, Sarika, Kanduka, Darpana, Ambuja, Svetata Patra, Vyajana, Sragadibihi, Gitayanaihi, Dundubihi, Sankha Venubihi, Vrushendram Aropya, Vitankita Yayuhu. Now, Tam Vrushendram Aropya. They followed Sati Devi very fast because she was walking very fast. She caught up with her, and Tam Vrushendram Aropya. They got her to sit on the Nandi Bhagavan. Okay, after placing her on Nandi Bhagavan, the bull. Okay, she's no longer walking but now riding the bull. What did they do? Sarika. Sarika is a bird that sings, and that is one of her favorite birds. So they gave her the bird, her favorite bird, in her hand. Then Kanduka, ball, Darpana, mirror, Ambuja, lotus flower, then Svetata Patra, white umbrella, with a white umbrella, okay, and Vyajana, handheld fan, Srag, various garlands, Adibihi, and all these other things. Along with it, Gitayanehi, singing music, singing songs, Gitayanehi, Dundubihi, along with various Dundubis, with the various drums and all that, Sankam, the conch, and Venubihi, the flutes. So they were singing and playing drums and blowing conches and also playing flute. And they gave her very beautifully garlands and handled mirror and then handled fan and with an umbrella over her head. Like, the paraphernalia coming like a royal person coming, not just an ordinary person. So beautiful way it is coming. Along with it, Vitankitaha, along with all this, grouped together like Yayuhu, they also went. So Sati Devi was placed on top of Nandi Bhagavan, and all the followers, thousands of followers of Sivaperuman, was going with her in a paraphernalia, beautifully, very well decorated, like a royal procession it was, okay, with music, with conches blowing, with drums beating, with flute songs, various people singing, with garlands and birds and lotus flowers, so many things. Fantastic it was. So they carried her like that to the Yagasalai. Number 6. Brahmagosha Urjita Yajna Vaisasam Viprashi Jushtam Vibudhaischa Sarvasaha Mrut Taru Ayaha Mruddhar Vayaha. Okay? Mruddhar Vayaha Kanchana Dharma Charmabihi Nisrishta Bhandam Yajanam Samavisat. they entered the Yagasala. That's what this slogan says. What happened? Samavisati means they enter. Okay. Brahma Gosha, all directions. Let me go through the words again. Brahma Gosha Urjita Yajna Vaisasam Viprashi Jushtam Vibudhaihi cha Sarvasaha Brut Taru Ayaha Kanchana Dharba Charma Bhihi Nisrishta Bhandam Yajanam Samavisati. Yajanam, the Yagasalai, Samavisati, they entered. Brahma, from all directions. Brahma Gosha, the recitations of Vedangal, Vedic Mantrangal, Gosham, it was not a noise, it was a beautiful, loud. See, Vedam always to be recited at the highest Shruti you can manage. It should not be murmured. It should not be whispered. It should be with Gosham. It should be so many people joining together and reciting Vedanga. That's what happens in Yagasala, where all the Brahma Rishis and Prajapati are all present. It's beautiful. So, Brahma Gosha, okay, and so that Brahma Gosham, and let's take this, Sarvataha in all directions, Viprashi Jushtam, Vipra Rishihi Jushtam, Vipra Rishihi Jushtam. Vipra means not only physically old, it can be physically young also, chronologically, but Vipra denotes an elderliness of accomplishment, spiritual accomplishment, truly elders who have given up their desires. It can be a 5-year-old boy, doesn't matter, like Dhruva was, he's a Vipra. Okay? So, those Rishihi, Vipra Rishihi, those Rishigal are all Brahma Rishigal, Prajapatigal, accomplished, spiritually accomplished. Okay? Those Jushtam, that groups. So, Veda Goshangal, groups of Rishigal, Vipra Rishihi, Vibudhaihi cha, Vibudhaihi, all the Devargal, cha, and Sarvataha, everywhere, the Veda Goshangal, groups of Brahma Rishigal, Vipra Rishihi, and also Devadegal. Then, of Brahma Goshaka, we saw that Urjita Yajna Vaisasam. Now, Urjita Yajna Vaisasam. To conduct Yahangal, you need various things. Not paraphernalia is the wrong word, but various things that are needed to conduct a Yagam. So they were all properly gathered together. So the Yagasala has got plenty of the various things that are needed to be done to conduct the Yagam. And also when you reach a Yagasala, you will see Mrut, Taru, Ayaha, Kanchana, Dharpa, Sarvabihi, Mrut. Then next word is important, so you understand. So, Nisrishta Bhandam. Nisrishta Bhandam. Nisrishta means all gathered together. Bhandam means various pots. What types of pots these are? Mrut. Some of them are made out of earthen pots, and some are taru, made out of wooden. We have seen wooden bowls and all that. We have seen earthen bowls and earthen pots. So mrut or taru. Ayaha, some are made out of iron. Ayaha, kanchana, some made with gold. And then along with that, dharma. Some cups are also made with dharma, dharma grass, with grass. And charvabihi, some made with skin. So nisrishtaha, all these, along groups of all these have been collected together with bhandam, these various pots. And that yajanam, that yagasalai, samavisat, they entered. So they entered the yagasalai, where there was Veda Goshangal in all directions, Brahma Rishigal, Vipra Rishigal. They were all present in groups all over, in all directions you can see them, and Devargal were also present. All the requirements, all the things, material things required to conduct the yagam, they were all gathered there, plenty. And there were lots of various pots made out of earth, made out of wood, made out of dharma grass made out of iron, gold, and some skin and grass and all that. So in that Yagasalai, they Samavisat, they entered. Then we'll continue in our next session with Bhagavan says, Om Shri Guru Bhyo Namaha Harihi Om Samastalokaha Sukhino Bhavantu Samastalokaha Sukhino Bhavantu Samastalokaha Sukhino Bhavantu Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om.